Everyone, this is TSET ABCD and welcome to another Catan video here on my channel. So playing the base game, I'm in the first position here. So let's take a look at the board. There is a decent amount of wheat, not a lot of ore, very low sheep actually. Yeah, excuse me. I like 9, 5, 10 here, grabbing three different resource production. The problem is I like the other 9, 5, 10 as well, taking up most of the ore. But the problem is I don't think I'll be getting a good wheat sheep spot. Even 834 is not a bad option here. But I'm pretty sure there'll be one of these 8 or 6, one of these two will be open for me when it comes back. So let's not focus on wheat here. The problem with either 834 or 634 is I end up with either wood or brick. I'm not sure if I'll be able to get both. 6511 is an option, but as I just said, I don't want to focus on wheat for my first placement unless I don't want to go for 8-3 or 6-3. Maybe go for 952 point down and get a settlement on 6-2. Seems difficult. Here I believe I might just end up with 9-5-10. Yeah, maybe 9-5-10, 6-3 or 6-2 might work. So yeah, let's just go for it. I'm not sure if it is the best placement here, but it is what it is. The benefit of going for 6-2 is I can point to the left and maybe get a settlement on 5-2 to get some more production. Excuse me. I can also point up and go towards 6-3 to improve my wheat production. So the wheat port will come in handy. I will be playing without ore and very low sheep though. But now with 9-5-10 being my first placement, I think something like 6-3-4, 8-3-4 or 9-5-2 are the only options that make sense if I don't go for 6-2. Like I'm thinking of options other than 6-2. I think blue gets a pretty good setup with 6-5-11. And now orange is also in a difficult position because although orange has a lot of lot of ore available, but there is very little wheat for orange. Orange might consider something like 8-3-4, 8-10 or 8-3-10, 8-10. Maybe 6-3-4, 8-10 is slightly better. You get wood production as well. Yeah, but then if orange goes for 6-3-4 and leaves 8-3-4 open for blue, that seems to be quite a recipe for disaster because then blue has the best wood, best brick, best sheep, very strong wheat, and decent ore. So I'm not sure how, at least I'm not sure how my setup will fare against blue going for 8-3-10 here. Yeah, maybe my first placement here wasn't optimal. Yeah, orange is thinking about it, and Maybe something like 6-3, 11, 8-3, 4 might be a choice for orange. Has low wheat and sheep. I mean 8-3-10, 6-4-11 is still a choice, right? Yeah, that is exactly what orange goes for. And now maybe blue just goes for 8-4. And blue has decent production of all five resources. I don't think so. There is anything wrong with blue going for 8-4. Red gets 9-5-10, which seems very, very strong. Yeah, red surely seems very strong. Blue is also quite strong. I think I end up with the weakest position here because not only does everyone else have all five resources, they have ore production, they have some sheep, like better sheep than me, better brick than me, better wood than me. Yeah, I don't know how I will fight this. Yeah, maybe I needed to be a little aggressive with my placement. I went for a safe choice. Blue is taking some time, but I think blue is just thinking about leaving 9 10, 5 9 10 open for red and how blue can block that, I think. Okay, so yeah, this makes sense to me. And now I am considering 8-4 as an option as well. And then I can focus on the brick port. I think this is a good defensive placement by blue. Blue does get a lot of ore. So blue is just focused on ore wheat sheep. Might get access to the 3:1 port and then can make use of extra wood as sheep. But this does hinder red setup and that's why I like it. I mean here if blue does not go for a 9-5-10, red is in a very very strong position. I mean red can still go for something like 9-3-11 or 8-4. Yeah. Here I'm also considering if I should go for 9-3-11 if it is open. Okay, it is not open here. Do I just go for 6-2, point to the right, get a settlement on 5-2, or do I go for 8-4 here? I mean, I can point up and go towards 6-3 as well, both of which are not bad. 5-2 as well as 6-3. I think first going towards 5-2 makes sense. So based on my thought process, feels like I am considering 6-2 over 8-4. I mean, 8-4 is just better production, right? I give up on sheep, but I start with a 3:1 port. I will get access to the brick port, which will come in handy. Yeah, I think in the long run, 8-4 makes a little more sense. Where do I point my road? I think pointing my road to the left is also fine here. I'll be doubling up on the 8 brick with the access to the brick port. I think that is a decent setup. I do play without sheep, but I think it's manageable. Like, I don't think so. Everyone is lacking sheep on this board. So blue is just 1-5 away from getting a city here. I think blue will ask for a vote, but blue cannot give up anything. Okay, asking for a wheat. I am pretty sure blue is not going to accept this trade. So I would love to roll a 7. Okay, I don't roll a 7 here, but let's see if I get this trade. I don't think so anybody has sheep to give away. I get a wood out of it. Do I want this trade? I think I'll accept it. And let's see if I can get this trade as well. I don't think it will go through. Blue should not be interested in this trade. Blue is thinking about it, but I don't think so. Blue will accept it. So let's just move on. Still hoping for a 7, just so that blue lose. Okay, so now blue clearly has a city. Even if a 7 rolls, blue will still get a city now. Yeah, blue will get a city on 6-5-11, I believe. Yeah, this is a good trade. I will go for a 1:3 here. Although both of these trades put me over 7 cards, but I think it's fine. I mean, I can give up a single break. Yeah. Now all I'm hoping is in some way I get a sheep trade. I'm not sure how will I get it though. Okay, let's see if I can get a 1:2 here. This will give me a city. Yeah, I don't have sheep. I mean, orange hasn't rejected it yet. Let's see. Maybe orange is going to accept it. Orange is thinking about it. I do get it. Wow, that is pretty good. Hopefully, I don't roll a 7. Yeah, that is perfect, I would say. So I'll get a city on 8-4 just to improve my ore production here. And then I'll end my turn. Let's see. Because I want a sheep, so maybe the 3:1 port might come in handy. Let's see. If I get this trade, I will have a city directly. I don't think so. Either of those 1:1 trades help me too much. Okay. I cannot offer any more counter trades because I already have 3 open. Let's see. Red is thinking about it. I might get this trade, I believe. Okay, don't get it, which is fine. Okay, does roll a 7. Will block the 4 or. I, w- I think I want. I'm not sure what I want. Like, my best case scenario is I'm not targeted, but that is not happening for sure. Oh, because the 8 brick is blocked, I want the brick to be stolen. Okay, doesn't even steal from me. That is perfect. Yeah, but then I do lose out on a couple of bricks there. Here, maybe I just do a 3:1, get a sheep, and end my turn. Getting a 1:1, do I accept it? I think I'm okay with it. I'll get a sheep and end my turn here. So I should be able to. Yeah. Red, on the other hand, gets a settlement on 6-2, which is very, very strong, especially with the access to the 6 and the 8 wheat. Yeah, I don't think I want to give up my brick now. Okay, so now I need a 9 to roll, or maybe a 7, and then I can extort a word. I think blue has a word. Here, if I get a 1:2, I'll go for it. I know I have done a 3:1, but yeah, I don't think so. Anybody should be accepting that trade with red. Okay, I can roll a 9, which is perfect. And now let's see if I get this trade. I don't think I'll be getting it, but I'm trying to get a settlement and a dev card. Yeah, so I'm basically just rejecting red trade straight away. Yeah. Blue is frustrated because I did offer such a bad trade early on in the game. Here, if I'm not going to get either of these trades, I think I'll just get a settlement and end my turn then. Because if I had that trade, I would have gotten a dev card as well. But maybe I can get a city. If like another 4 rolls, I will get a city. 4 or a 10 gives me a city straight away. Yeah, blue buys a couple of dev cards. Blue is in a pretty decent position. I'm not sure who is a bigger threat at this point. Is it red or is it blue? I don't think so. I'll be getting a trade here. Blue is the only one who has ore to give away. So I might just have to end my turn. Yeah, certainly a 7 would help because blue hasn't lost cards when they are over 7 cards. I'm asking for a sheep just so that I can focus on getting a dev card. Yeah, the problem is, yeah, giving red a city is also a little scary, to be honest. Yeah, so let's just reject all those trades. Does a 2:1 by the dev card. Completely fine with that. Yeah, so blue will be able to buy another dev card because a 5 did roll, and now an 11 basically means a dev card for blue. Blue is surely getting very lucky with these rolls. Like the lack of sevens is helping blue the most here. Yeah, and buys two dev cards. Okay, so here I think I'll just go for a city now because blue already has four dev cards. I don't think it is going to be in my favor to buy more dev cards and then try and take army unless I get lucky with maybe something like a monopoly or a VP. But then yeah, there's no point in risking that. Here, let's see if I can get a 1:1. Okay, I get a 1:1. So I will get a city. I'll end up with a brick and a wheat in my hand. Yeah, red hasn't been accepting 1:1 sheep trades, which I can understand. Sheep is quite rare, but then red does not have any. Yeah, but red does get a 2:1 there. So now either of these trades will give me a dev card along with a city. And if red offers a 2:1, I'm just going to reject it. There's no point in doing a 2:1 trade. Exactly, this is what I expected red to do. Where do I want to go next? I think yeah, here blue will block the 4 over and target me because I already have two cities. It seems like I am in a very strong position. Yeah, does block the 4 over and does target me as well. In any case, I wanted like a 10 and a 9 to roll, or maybe yeah, I will get unblocked here, so I'll accept it. And I get a wood. I don't mind that because now if a couple of tens or a 10 and a 8 rolls, I will be able to plow red and go towards the 3:1 port. But then yeah, I need exactly a 10 and a 8 or a couple of tens to roll. Okay, that 10 is good. I get a 9. So let's see if I get a trade like this or maybe a trade like this or a trade like this. Let's see. Yeah, I'm basically just trying to get a settlement here. If it doesn't go through, what is my plan of action? Okay, red accepts it. I don't mind that at all. And I stop red from getting to the 3:1 port. So now with all the wheat production I have, the 3:1 port will also come in handy. Also, I'm very close to getting the longest road, which will put me on 8 points. If I get a little lucky with 4s, 5s, and 10s, I can just get 2 cities and focus on getting the longest road. Yeah, I mean, this was bound to happen. Like, yeah, for red and orange, I think the 5 wheat is an easy target. For me, I'm not sure. I mean, if I roll a 7, maybe I block the 9 wood. That doesn't hurt blue though, because blue, anyways, has the 6 wood production. Blocking the 10 doesn't hurt blue. Do I maybe just block the 11 sheep? Maybe. I mean, I also have the option of just getting a road settlement here on the 8 tile. Like if a 9 and a 10 were to roll, or a 9 and a 8, I can just get a road settlement, which would put me on 9 points. Blue most likely blocks the 8 actually. Or maybe blocks the 4. I wouldn't mind if the 4 is blocked. Because right now I'm not focused on cities, I'm focused on getting a road settlement and take. Okay, yeah, does block the 8. But the way blue has been playing, I think blue has another knight here. Blue has been quite aggressive with those knights. I would love to roll a 7. I mean, I'll unblock myself. Blue loses out on a few cards. And maybe I block the 6. I mean, that slows orange down from getting the longest road as well. And orange has the wood port. So I'm just hoping to roll a 7. Okay, I don't roll a 7 here. So what is my game plan? The thing is, if I just build a road here, I am a little worried that orange might be able to plow me. If I build two roads, that is still a possibility. The only benefit is I end with zero cards in hand. So let's just do that. I mean, even if orange builds a road and plows me, I can still build a road settlement. Still hoping that red rolls a 7. Okay, roll the 12. And the way red has been playing, I think red has a VP. Yeah, don't have any ore here. Or I mean, don't have any cards at all. Wow, blue is willing to give. Okay, blue is asking for two cards. I think red is just trying to buy a dev card here. Or maybe if red has a year of plenty. I'm not sure what red wants to do. Okay, does get a city. Okay. Yeah, the 8 block again hurts me a little. Yeah, so the 5 wheat is going to be the target. I mean, it has to be. I mean, yeah, I will be targeted. I am on 8 points clearly. Yeah, here I think as expected, blue plays a knight, will steal a brick, will steal an ore away from me. And then if a 5 rolls, blue will get a second city, which is very, very scary. Rolls a 9, which is okay. I think I will still be targeted here. Let's see. Yeah. Orange might get a settlement here because they have the wood port. I mean, I'll accept this trade because I don't produce any sheep. So now a 10 basically gives me a settlement. 10 or a 8 actually gives me a settlement. And although I don't, at this point, I don't mind orange getting a city. Okay, I do get an 8. So let me just get my settlement and in my turn. 12 is good. Helps me get the road settlement that I'm looking for. Also, yeah, I'll accept a 1 is to 1 here. Surely I don't mind giving up a brick if I'm getting a sheep in return. Okay, that is good. Yeah, blue might have a monopoly, and if they have to play it on brick here. Okay, just buy the dev card. So what is the role that I need? I mean, I need, like, I think 10 is the only roll that gives me the win at this point. Let's see if I can get it the other way around, because then 8, 10, or a 9 can still give me a road settlement. Yeah, trading with blue is also quite risky. Do I want to do this trade? Maybe. I mean, I can buy a dev card, right? If this goes on. Okay, it does a 4 is to 1 instead. Yeah, so I can do absolutely nothing here. Should I just extend? That way I can stop everyone else from feeding red the road, right? It doesn't help me though. I need a road settlement to win the game, right? So actually, let's focus on that. Like, if somebody doesn't get the longest road, maybe I can just get a settlement to win the game. And now my biggest threat is if somebody has a monopoly. Here, I mean, the blocks the 8, hopefully steals my break. Yeah, that is the best case scenario. And an 8 is rolled, so not the best case. Yeah, I don't mind the 5 being blocked and a wheat being stolen. So I have the win in hand now. Unless orange is able to take road. Yeah. So just get my. Okay, the 9 is just an overkill. Okay, sorry, that was going to be a mistake. And yeah, I win the game. So pretty good game overall. I think 8-4 was the right choice. Oh, let's see. Yeah, only 3 4s that game, but I think they did help me quite a bit. Very few sixes. That was the pretty good scenario for me because I don't get anything when a 6 rolls. Very few sevens. I think the 8 brick was blocked for a very long time, but yeah, in the end, it did not hurt me as much because tens was still rolling quite a bit. Yeah, the 11s and 3s were a little bit of a worry, but then in the end, it doesn't seem that they matter too much. 9 was pretty good for me, giving me wood. It helped blue and red as well, but I think the 3s to 1 port came in handy. Yeah, I'll not participate in this discussion. especially after I've won the game. Yeah, amount of resource income blocked is highest for me, but I mean the 8 was blocked. I think 5, 4 were all blocked for some or the other time in the game. And I was robbed a lot as well. But luckily, because there were very few sevens, or else it would have been much worse. Yeah. And let's take a look at the leaderboard now. So this does give me 588, which is pretty good. Yeah, but still a long way to go. Anyway, I mean, also my win percentage has been increasing. I believe it was 10% when I ended my placement games. So it has improved quite a bit, but yeah, not even close to what the top ranked players are. Anyway, bye for now and see you again in the next video. Bye bye.